Hello, so I'm going to be doing an entitled parent story. I have three for you. I hope these are really good. It's my first one. Let's start. EM, entitled mother. EK, entitled kid. GF, girlfriend. Me, yours truly. I was at an amusement park earlier this year. A brand new ride had just opened, so of course there was a huge line for it. I had taken my girlfriend that day, and us had bought fast passes to skip the lines. Fast passes cost nearly 3 times as much as a regular pass there. It was around noon on a hot day. Me and my girlfriend and I head over to a new ride. We circled it and weren't able to see any fast pass lines, but we both wanted to go on a new attraction, so we just got in the regular line. Signs said we're about 45 minutes from the front. Immediately behind us there was a large lady, EM, and her son, EK, who was about 10. My girlfriend then spots some people entering a different queue wearing purple wristbands, fast passes. We go past the boy and his mom, exit the line and enter the new line. Since it had just opened, I guess they weren't making an official sign for it yet. But there was a little gate with a paper tapped on it that read Fast Pass and Wheelchairs. We go through and there's like 20 people in front of us now. After about a minute, we see EM and EK behind us, which I didn't make much of it. They probably hadn't seen the entrance just as we had. But my girlfriend whispers in my ear that they don't have fast passes. I look at the wrists and she's right. The wristbands are green, the regular ones. So she asks me if we should maybe say something, so they don't waste their time. Poor kid. I think to myself, they probably want to get on the ride as quick as possible. They're just gonna send them back when they reach the front. I tapped EM on the shoulder. This is paraphrasing, by the way. It was all really in Spanish. Excuse me, this line is for purple wristbands only. They'll let me through, they always do, she exclaims. My girlfriend and I looked at each other like, what the heck? Okay, sorry, I reply. About 3 minutes go by, and I guess we have been distracted for a bit, because I see there's about a 5-foot gap in the line in front of us. Yeah, so we turn to move forward, and EM shoves past us with her son right behind her. I open my mouth to say something, but decide against it. They're not going to get in the ride anyway, so there's not really a point. They're really strict about wristbands. We finally reach the front of the line, and the ride operator asks EM and EK to see their wristbands. They were clearly trying to hide them by keeping their hands behind their back. EM quickly shows her the wristband and runs past her. Immediately starts getting on the ride. Her son does the exact same. The ride operator tells her that this is the fast pass line and that she has to go back to the end of the regular line. Okay, next time I will. I don't know. EM responds, no, you're not going to go. Exit the ride and go to the back end of the line. She lowers her son's harness and then herself's. I already lowered the harness. I'll use the normal line next time. Promise. The ride operator turns around and lets me and my girlfriend through. There weren't any seats available on the ride anymore, so I know they were going to get kicked off. The ride operator walks into the station on her side in the platform and presses a button on the console, and all the harnesses go up. She walks towards us again, and EM gives me a dirty look. EM looks pissed, like a demon from a horror movie. Pissed. She violently gets up and around the platform, cursing the operator out. Her son right behind her. Once off the ride, EK looks back and spits on the seat. The ride operator goes and got some Lysol wipes and cleans the seat. My girlfriend and I sit on the ride and lower the harnesses. The ride operator leans in to make sure they're tight. They're really pissed, I jokingly tell the ride operator. They will be when he finds out they aren't tall enough, she replies. Okay, that's the first one. So next one, let's start that one. Okay, I don't care if you have cancer, my child deserves your seat. This one is pretty long. This encounter happened about 7 months ago. I do not want to insult your intelligence because most of you already likely know what EM and me stands for. But I should say that EK in story stands for embarrassed kid, and OG stands for old gentleman, 60-some-year-old shy. The kid is very polite and sorry, so this story isn't about him. Also, I'm translating this into English, so bear with me. A little backstory. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer of the nasal cavity, stage 2. The tumor was quite large, but thankfully big, and I don't know that word. People have pointed out that I formulated this wrong. By begging, I wanted to shorten the fact that it is still not spread to another tissue. Thus, this was still contained, which is what I thought the word meant. I apologize for my gaps in knowledge. To get it removed, I had to first undergo aggressive chemotherapy to make it smaller. Thanks to chemo, I had severe alopecia hair loss, which made most of my hair and my eyebrows and eyelashes fall out. At some point, I had to go bald, but wore a wig because I don't want to look like a skinhead neo-Nazi. I'm 6'4", pretty muscular, so I thought people would assume. So once after a long chemo session in the hospital, I took the bus home. There's only one bus that goes from the hospital to where I live. So I took that only one to see that it was absolutely packed. I feel like poop thanks to chemo. I asked a middle-aged dude to let me sit, and he was very understanding and gave me his spot without complaining. If you're reading this, thanks, bro. 2 stops later, enter EM lovely whale with a bend. I demand parley with the CEO haircut instead of 12-year-old. It took her roughly 5 seconds to see the bus was packed, started looking for a free seat, spot me and started marching, or in her case, trying to fit in the aisle between the seats while shoving others to a side to me. When I saw her, I knew I was completely screwed. She then stood next to me and decided to talk to me. This is the conversation that followed. Hey, could let me kid sit down? Me, you mean me? Who else? Me. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm on my way to the hospital, and cutting me off. So are we. Nonsense. The stop was a few hundred kilometers away from the hospital. The boy just broke his leg, and we're coming straight from the ER. Her kid was standing next to her without any support, clearly embarrassed. He's standing next to you, completely fine. Look here, boy. I am 12 years old. My child deserves to sit down. I don't know why I said 12 years old. It says I'm 21. My kid deserves to sit down. Look, madam. I am sorry. I just got back from a chemo session in the hospital, and I need to sit down and rest. I then moved my wig a bit, so to see my bald head. Then straight up starts yelling in my face. Stop making excuses and get off the effing seat, you effing skinhead piece of poop. At this point, I was baffled. I didn't know what to say. The kid was trying to make his mother stop, and we had full attention of the whole bus. Then she grabbed me and tried to yank me from the seat. I held on tight and thankfully didn't fall off. Now enter OG, my savior. OG, will you just shut the fart up, you dumb cow? Who do you think you are talking to? OG, with an ice-cold voice. Stop assaulting other passengers, I'll be forced to step in. Also, every dumb moron can see that this dude has cancer. EM. No, he's just a freaking skinhead. He's got no eyebrows, you twat. Seems really really offended cause she spun out and threw a falcon punch in OG's face. I was shocked and in disbelief. The whole bus was flabbergasted, and the kid probably wished he had never been born. OG then said something completely unbelievable, and a golden sweet karma moment followed. OG, okay, that does it. Harassing passengers on the bus, physical assault against a passenger, and now against an officer. You're in deep trouble, lady. OG then pulled out a badge and told her to stay where she was. Then he pulled out his phone and called someone and told her that she was being arrested. I couldn't believe it. OG was a bloody cop. At this point, was as white as a wall. The bus had just come to a stop, so she decided to make a run for it, but other passengers blocked the way. She also then got charged for resisting arrest thanks to this. 3 stops later, a police car was waiting for them was waiting for the EM and EK. EK told me he was sorry for his mother's behavior, and I felt really sorry for the kid. He wasn't a bad child, but his mother was a hellspawn. OG then talked to me and asked me if I wanted to press charges, to which I gladly said yes. Took the statement, and thankfully was kind enough to let me solve everything on the phone, so I didn't have to come to the police station for questioning. In the end, EM got some jail time. I think it was a few months in some community service. I, in return, got a good story to tell and some sweet taste of instant karma. Right now, I'm sitting on the same bus home. I just got back from home from the hospital after a checkup, which reminded me of this. A friend who was sitting next to me told me I should post it here. He, as much as myself, also couldn't believe that such people existed, but it seems I proved it to him. I should also note that the surgery went well, as I was declared cancer-free in November, my hair slowly returning. Also, I don't need to wear a wig anymore. Edit 1, spelling errors. Edit 2, thank you, kind stranger, for my first ever silver. Edit 3, holy, thanks for a million on the gold. Never had one before, now I need to learn what it does. Edit 4, platinum, I can't even. My fellow Redditor, you are a legend, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'd also like to thank everyone for the positive comments. You guys made my day. I'm sorry I couldn't respond to them all. Thank you from all the bottom of my heart. Okay, that was a pretty nice story. I really liked it. Next. Okay, EM joins our Skype call after we kill her son repeatedly in Minecraft. Okay, so I was playing on a Minecraft server with 5 of my friends at the time this happened. A new kid joined our game in our Skype call. He kept breaking our builds and demanding we give him stuff. We originally decided to ban him because we wanted to have some fun. So we kept killing him. The Skype call was basically 6 guys laughing and a little kid screaming, calling us hackers. We're talking on Skype when EM called. Let my son let my son play on the server, you ungrateful poops. No, we all said at the same time. My husband is a lawyer, and he'll sue you, and we'll call you police for harassment. Shut up, lady. Don't you talk to me like that. My little son deserves all the items more than all of you combined. Go away, women. You're not allowed to effing swear. Only adults are allowed to use that kind of language. One of us makes a Christian Minecraft server meme, and she gets all really pissed. How dare you insult my election! You're all going to hell! Alright, radio! We start making up our addresses like 69 Weed Street and 420 Frickoff Avenue. That's it! I'm leaving! About time. She left and blocked us. Me and my friends still think it's a joke about that incident. Alright, so that was really funny, that one. It was short. I loved it. It was amazing. Attention all Minecraft gamers. This is an amazing story. I really like it. Besides all the profanity that this woman used. It was really funny. I really enjoyed this one. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll probably do more in the future. Maybe with, my friends. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.